Hello friends, I'm back for another random WOTV video. And where the game is right now is on the last week of the Valkyrie profile collab. And today is one of those days of the visions, one of those things we've been getting for a while now. And what was released earlier this morning at like about 2 in the morning is a brand new vision card. And that is mostly it for this week. And the tower has returned again. And what's interesting about the tower is I feel like it's been coming back since EOS Global went down. It's like on JP, this is like the third time the tower came back. And it's been what, like 6 months? So every 2 months the tower comes back. And this is technically the very last of the +1s, right? Like now we have all rings +1, every element, all rings. So I made a small purchase because I have like maybe 20 or so units I'm about to broadstone, and I've spent a ton of my rainbow orbs, and these I could still use some more. So I've been like kind of strategizing that spending about 650, about 12 every like week, 2 weeks, you know, just to save up some paid viz for whenever there's something I would like to buy, is probably the best thing that I can do, because I do actually do enjoy those rainbow orbs. And one of the reasons I'm low on rainbow orbs is I've been leveling up a lot of like the old like 70, 80, 90 cost units. I've been leveling them up, or at least like limit breaking them, and I have a lot of them done. Like pretty much I think every 70, 80, 90 cost I've taken to 99 or 89, but I still need to like give them some experience, and some of them not, like I guess a couple of them, but I'll get around to that eventually. And the cost 100s are just, you know, the shards come by less often, so I'm not so worried about them. But a couple of them I don't have that many shards, so there's no point for me to work on them just yet. But I'm done with all of the SSRs. Like I think I've, you know, only a couple of the free ones. It's nice that I have Mustario, but you know, I've leveled them all up to at least level 99, which gives me like a little bit over 30 on my masteries, which is not bad. This is kind of close to actually where I was on global. I think I had my highest was dark at around 40, and then I remember I had earth maybe like 36, 37. I was trying to push earth and I just couldn't get it that far. But you know, having light 35, all these 30, and then I've got like some more experience to go. So my plan is, right, so I'm not gonna look at the tower. I'm just gonna go straight into the banners, and I saved my Day of the Vision pulls. The one, the only. But this vision card, let's see, is it gonna load? Okay, so here it is, right? So axe, glove, black mage, and mace book. So this is a actually very solid card, because if I understand this modifier correctly, this is flat human killers, so for both physical and magical, and you can see it's only 20%, so it gets, it's not, that normally would be 25 if it was for both, but it's 20, so it actually crosses over and applies to physical units as well. And then 30 debuff weakening, and one of the two, physical or magical wide res, I actually don't know. Let's see, I might be able to translate it. I actually wanted to double check on that. But this card's great because I think it's really good for Amnelis and Little Leela combined together. So let's see if I can translate this. So it is for magical attacks, which I think overlaps with one other card. Let me double check that. But I think it overlaps with one other card that both groups are on, that I was thinking about putting in the main slot as well. So that might not work out as efficiently as I thought it would. But let's take a look, right? So the Oldoa card, I believe, is also magical wide res. Yeah, it is magical wide res. So that kind of stinks. That means they overlap a little bit. So that's not as good as I thought. But with this card, I can put double debuff weakening on main and subslot with the Dawn Trail card for both black mages and maces. So that's gonna pretty much put Amnelis at the cap, I believe. And that to me is probably the way to do it for her as a unit. So I'm at 2k paid now. I think like the past two last week and the week before, and then this week I bought like 650 viz or something like that, and now I'm at 2,000. So I'm kind of just like gonna sit on this for the anniversary and hope that there's like a really good 2k paid pack or something like that. I think the best 2k paid value that I ever saw for my account was on Global. I think it was the Black Friday week, where they had like you could buy like for 2k 5 select tickets for vision cards and for units. So if they have that again this year, that would be cool. But a part of me is like still unsure if they're, you know, just taking us slowly towards EOS. It kind of feels like that. There's a couple of signs that I'm just thinking make so much sense for them to EOS. Like they basically kind of released in a teaser where they showed the silhouette of like 16 units. So is it possible that that's almost all we're gonna see and then we're done? You know, if we're looking at global EOS, it's about like maybe 6 months down the line in terms of it being 1 year anniversary. So that might actually be a thing, that in 6 months EOS for WOTV JP. As I do a brown book unit on the first pull, spins to gold, but probably worth a skip. I'm just gonna do it just because this will be a quick video, I think. But I farmed the tower like the first time it came out, when I was playing JP. I think like right as FF7, right as FF7 Rebirth and Advent Children was rerunning, the tower was going on, and I fucking busted my butt to clear everything and get all the +1 rings, clearing the main tower, the 100 stages twice. So these first two pulls were absolute whiffs. No rainbows at all. Pulling vision cards, man. It's something I've never really, since the Hollow times, I've never enjoyed it, right? I think mostly everybody feels the same way. Hollow VCs, pulling for them was just really annoying. the old model, the 5 steps, you get the vision card at the end, you can cash in some medals for shards, was so much better. And even worse, on JP there's no bingo board, so you're only really pulling for the card in order to secure it, right? Make sure that you have the card. And these first 3 pulls, yikes. I was really hoping to just get it, right? But for this team comp, I feel like this card is maybe worth the 20,000 viz. Or yeah. Like basically the way that they structured these new holo VCs, right? It's a fucking unit, a gold book unit. They structured them really so that it incentivizes hitting the paid banner, right? Where you go 1K paid, 1.5K paid, 2K paid to do pulls for the thing, right? That's really like why they restructured it like this, is to get people to spend more on the game, especially like the whales and the Krakens, the people who are down to spend like $200, you know, every time something new comes out. And no rainbow VC, but a bunch of yellows and a Guernsback. That is not what I was looking for. Like units like Guernsback, like I might level them, but it's only really to eventually, maybe if ever I get him to 120, just to have him there and then just transform his mind spheres into generic ones. That's probably my plan for it. My god, I can't hit a single vision card, so that puts me at 5, probably 5 pulls. I think this is deserving of a skip. Most definitely a big skip. So 5 pulls. So yeah, let's see a vision card in the top slot. That would be great. On a gold book, vision card would be awesome. Okay, great. So if I get the card now, that's not too bad. On a couple of my alt accounts where I lucked into Summer Amnilus, I like went to pity for Little Leela, and I basically did one run, I pitied the card, and then on my second run I got the card on the last pull. So hopefully I'm doing better. And that's a big miss, because that card is definitely maxed out. Lame. Well, I guess I asked for the pity, right? I got lucky on Leela. Now I pity the vision card? Ah, another unit, man. This is probably gonna be a rainbow unit though. And if I have some luck left over, I would love to see a Garusa or a Sorel. Okay. No luck left over. No luck left over. So after today, like I'm basically pulling this card. I'm gonna clear the Earth +1 ring, and then my plan is on this account to just let it sit for 14 days and come back on a gill farming weekend during the Halloween event. And then during the Halloween event, my plan is to get Halloween Lucia's card, because that one also covers both books and black mages. So that would put me at, I think, like at 6 or 7 cards, and I could toy around with the formation on the cards and all that stuff. But at least that would give me a good composition building wise to set up the cards in a way that I would be getting a lot of damage. And hopefully when I come back, okay, so 2 more pulls. Hopefully when I come back, I'll be good to go for both those cards. But I'm thinking this is actually what I'm thinking. I do 2 weeks AFK, come back, play 8 days, and then do another 2 weeks AFK straight away after. Just do 2 comebacks, chaining back like back to back, and just ignore whatever's going on this account. Well, I got 1 Rainbow Vision card in like 9 pulls. And that's basically all I got, except some, like, what, a Gurn's back, and is that all the, I think that might be all the UR units I saw. Just a Gurn's back. Well, this is how Holo Vision cards go. If you get lucky, which does happen, it feels really good. When you go to pity, it sucks. As I do a silver book, let me guess. Okay, it's a card. If I pull it on the last step, it's way better than pitying it, but still sucks. Would have been better to get it on like the 4th step or the 5th one. This could be promising. But aside from that, you know, apparently the war in Gaza is over, which war sucks, man. And yeah, there we go. I get a pity, and rest in peace everybody that died in the war, and all of them. God dang it. World peace is where it's at, and unfortunately we don't have enough world peace. So yeah, that was a huge pity. Kind of worth it, but not really. I could have easily probably just lived without this card. I was just too tempted. It just gives me like another fully built up team that I can play. And I really wanted to make something work with Summer Amnelis. And this is probably her best angle for now. So aside from that, they're doing another what's it called, another Grand Arena, but featuring only the old units. So everything before old, which is not necessarily a team comp. Like, I don't really have any team comps that I can run with that are like gonna be really strong, right? Like, I don't really have any of the latest units. Probably like the best character for that would be like the Bright Lucio, since he got like a crazy Master 3, as well as you can like double reincarnate him, and he's got like 17,000 HP and stuff like that. Like, he's just insane now. So if I click here, it'll show me like who I can use, right? So my pool of units is pretty dreadful, right? Like Alaya, Lucio, some of the like the 3 Veritas units that are eligible. Yeah, so missing on this Grand Arena doesn't really bother me. We'll just have to see what comes after this week. But that's basically gonna be it for now. You know, EOS, is it really imminent for JP? Is it like gonna be in 2026? It really feels like it, because there's so many signs. And also, by the way, the new Gumi game is just like, it's so similar to WOTV. It's basically exactly like WOTV, just in a different universe, right? In the JoJo universe. And we'll have to see if that game makes money or not. But, you know, if WOTV is going to go away, then WOTV is going to go away. And I'm definitely going to miss this game. Maybe I'll play like Final Fantasy Tactics if they come up with something new. But for now, I just want to look at one last thing. Let's see if I can find my dude. Somebody who's in Cayenne. I have like a couple of friends in Cayenne. God damn it. Let's see if I can find him. Cause I've been really wondering, like, what's the status of the guild now? Where is he? There he is. Level 180. He's been spending his viz. Ah, did they rebrand? They make a new guild? Interesting. They may have like taken all the members that didn't get banned and completely fused them with Vision Seekers. That seems to be what happened. If I had to guess, like they kept the guild Cayenne and just booted out everybody who couldn't log in anymore. Everybody who's like banned. Because I don't know how many players got banned, like maybe 10 or so, and then just fused with everybody else that was from Vision Seekers. So, well, that's pretty neat that at least the guild is still ongoing. And aside from that, like all these accounts, like these are all my accounts, and I'm like, you know, these are sitting waiting for the 14 days. This one, I think I'm gonna do 30 days. Umber Rays basically quit. He came back for like a couple days, but he was gone for like over 30 days. And he came back, you know, no guild, no sign of him. So Umber Rays basically quit. And that's pretty much it, boys. Till next time, take care of yourselves. World peace, that's where it's at. Peace.